from Colorado, and we moved here about 10 years ago. My husband has a family business, so we moved out here. And it was one of those things where it wasn't the easiest move. I was very homesick, and we lived in a temporary apartment for a while, and I just really wanted to make something my own. So we bought this big, beautiful old house. It needed every room redone. I mean, it had been redone, but it just needed a different style. So I kind of threw myself into that. And that's partly why I went back to design school, was to learn, new techniques and all those kind of things for decorating my own home. And it just became therapeutic, I would say. It made me feel at home, and I realized how much of an impact your home has on your happiness. And just being somewhere where I felt comfortable, in a place where I felt like kind of a fish out of water, was just something that really, it really just got me going with interior design. It's a really cool old house. It has all of this charm, but I think, being from the West, it's, I wanted to impart kind of a casual feel to it and play with some of the juxtaposition of kind of this historic feeling home versus kind of more modern, casual kind of elements within. The name is actually kind of a nod to my children. I have a daughter named Harper, and I have a son named Smith. So I put them together as Sharp. And then I really wanted Sharp to be in the name, but I wanted to kind of think of what's the opposite of sharp? So I was thinking of a sharp line, and then you've got the gray, the gray area. So it's kind of the juxtaposition of those two things. And I thought of it and thought it rolled off the tongue. So I went with it. East Coast design tends to sometimes be a little bit more tailored, maybe a little bit more structured, maybe a little more traditional. So I kind of breathe some of that kind of casual, West Coast into these homes. I like to have touches of that. So I think aesthetically, that's kind of where I land. I'm really a people person. I like working with people. I like to like the people I'm working with. I want to have a relationship. I want to, I want to provide a good service, but I also want them to have fun and, enjoy the process, because it's a lot. There's a million decisions, and, more than anything, I want them to feel comfortable and feel like they can call me up and I can help them. And I just like meeting all these people. I would say my typical clientele is, people that are busy and have young families a lot of times, or have careers, or they don't necessarily have the time to figure out how to design a space, or they just don't feel comfortable with how overwhelming it can be. I do a lot of kitchen and baths, and kind of helping people, where they come to me and they say, I don't know where to start. I don't know what I like. I need help. So one of the things I also do is I help people kind of through implementation, not only design, but implementation, so that, I can help them kind of organize their project and it doesn't feel so overwhelming. And, there's so many design decisions that go into any given project. So I find that some people just need that additional help and don't have the time or the energy or the desire to do it. I'm looking to expand kind of my consulting services, and I'm kind of testing a designer for a day program where we spend a day, and maybe you have a kitchen and you just need some help, and I kind of help you. We take one big intense day and do your kitchen, so that, because not everybody has the budget or the means to do, or the need to do something big full service. So I wanted to provide, some access to design on a smaller consulting scale as well. We are ordering as early as possible. I've been trying to be really upfront with clients about the timelines. They're shifting constantly. I used to start a kitchen project when, the cabinets were on their way, but now we don't start construction until you have your cabinets and you have your at least the appliances to, keep you moving. So there's a lot of projects that are waiting on a dishwasher or, waiting on a refrigerator or something like that. But, we try to just make sure to allot for enough time, and also, work with the experts, work with the the appliance companies, and find products that are more readily available, and, make some concessions there and say, well, do I want to wait for this range, or do I want to get this one that's in stock? So just keeping it top of mind and letting people know that, things might take longer, and just, focus your renovation around the most important parts and making sure they're in, like your cabinetry and, your faucets and your plumbing and that kind of thing, and knowing that some of it might have to wait. I well up really easily. I'm like the person who cries at the movie and the commercials and happy things and sad things. And I'm just one of those people that, you see something, if I'm watching TV with you, you might look over and I'll be a little tear. As far as a famous person, I think I'd probably want to work for Tina Fey. I think she would be really fun to design for.